There we are. It says we're live, but we'll wait a couple of seconds and just pad out a little bit to make sure that we are live. Jumps to 3 seconds whenever we start. It's 7 o'clock in the morning in New York. It's 12 o'clock lunchtime in London. And it's 9 o'clock in the evening in Tokyo. And these are the stories that will hit the wires in about 60 minutes' time on this Monday, the 11th of January, 2021. And of course, a weekend. Let us scroll down, or a weekend's just been by. That's where we left off. FlyR unveils its new range of UAVs. And we jump into Upper Class E, Traffic Management, ETM, the FAA, telling us what they expect to happen above flight level 60,000 feet. Of course, an area that nobody used to care about. The only thing that used to be up there were U-2s, SR-71s, and Concorde. But now every man and his dog wants to go up there. And of course, people are going to try and make money out of it. Airspace above 60,000 feet. And I fear, as UTM has done, and Counter-US in particular, Remote ID has done for the model aircraft fraternity, I have a feeling that Upper Class E Traffic Management, ETM, is going to do exactly the same for the high altitude balloon clubs that are around the world, and the STEM outreach that happens with children sending balloons to the edge of space with the GoPro on them. So yeah, I'll worry about that. Upper Class E Traffic Management. Something wasn't needed before. It's not really needed now. Can I show my disdain in enough ways? Air XOS, I don't know how you were supposed to say that. They're closing down. That's quite interesting because they had a little tie up with General or GE, and that's just one of the hanger-on sort of not traffic management, but company operations, bit of software that was kicking about. Next one, DraftKings Sportsbook and the Drone Racing League. Now, I keep thinking that you can now bet on drone racing, which means I suppose you can now make sure you chuck some money at your favorite competitor to throw a race, or what, least favorite competitor. So I'm not sure about that Drone Racing League allowing betting. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or not, or whether it just shows that it is like watching paint dry. And if FPV racing is very great fun if you're doing it yourself, but if you're watching someone else doing it, it is like watching paint dry. There was a fantastic setup at Farnborough Air Show in when was the last time I went? 2016, I think. And that had corridors that you could, cages made up, wire mesh cages, so you could stand underneath some of the track and they'd whiz over your head. And that was pretty exciting. But again, even there, first person watching first person view in the first person, it wasn't all that exciting at the end of the day once you watch them whiz past a couple of times. So that, yeah, I'm convinced that it's because that's not as exciting as people say. So that's DraftKings Sportbook. Horizon, as you see now, there's the yin and yang. There's one closing and there's a similar setup being successful. So have a look at that. Altitude Angel, a couple of new hires there, so well done, Altitude Angel. Ever growing, and Red Cap, Skypersonic, long distance drone flight remotely well. Yeah, that's out of the box with ArduPilot, and lots of people have done that. God, negative aren't I today? It's a funny old week and it's a funny old time at the moment, isn't it, in the world? So, yeah, that's been done before. You can do that out of the box with ArduPilot if that's what floats your boat. And then lastly, another thing yet again that I'm not going to be able to say properly, DNest are looking for partners for their drone in the box solutions. So you might want to reach out to them. That came out today. So that's it. Them's the stories. Thank you to everybody watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I hope you're having a reasonable start to the week if you're in Europe, and good morning and welcome to your week if you're in North America. So those were the stories on this Monday. I think it's Monday. Pretty sure it's Monday, the 11th of January, 2021. See you tomorrow, and don't forget, tomorrow not only will be doing this new slot, but we'll also be doing our Drone Sundry chat of nonsense at 2100 GMT. Wear a mask, wash your hands, stay away from other people. Look after yourselves out there. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.